All right, I've been kind of busy, and check this out. 100-mile trip at 27 miles to the gallon, and say gas is $2.68 a gallon. That's what it is here right now. And that would be $9.93. Okay, got that? Now check this out. Same calculations, only, it's a 100-mile trip, only putting in 17 miles to the gallon at $2.68 a gallon, and you're coming up with $15.76. A difference of $5.83. Now, unless I've calculated wrong, not a whole lot of difference in a 100-mile trip. If you're talking about, a full week, it adds up. No questioning that, but I really felt like there would be probably more of a difference as far as cost per day, because I average probably 70 to 100 miles a day, and some days might be a little less actually, but that's a small price to pay for driving something that's comfortable. However, I have had some comments about the cost, the maintenance cost, or cost of repair. And even my son-in-law said these cars cost a little more to repair than other cars when they break down. Now, depending on how often it breaks down, if you've got a Chevy Cruze that breaks down every 2-3 weeks or once a month, and something minor, nothing major, $25-$30 here, that adds up. Of course, one repair probably would be a year's worth of repairs on that little Cruze, but it might be just that one repair. So I don't know, but I've had old Pedro said go with your gut instinct, and I've had some more people that said basically said to go need something with the mileage, and I can't disagree with that one. I totally agree. But if you're confused what I'm talking about, watch the video before this one. I'll put a link to it right up here. I'm trying to decide whether to get this Infiniti vehicle or not. Actually, I think I'm about 90% sure now what I'm going to do. And I think you probably know too. Leave it in the comments what you think I'm going to do. And by the way, I was going to mention this before, but if you have a Samsung Galaxy S9, just the S9, not the S9 Plus, and you want I don't have it with me. I'll get it, and I'll throw a picture in right here. If you have a Galaxy S9 and you need a case for it, let me know and I'll send this to you. $0, free of charge. I bought it on clearance at Walmart. It wasn't, I think I paid $7 or $8 for it on clearance. But I don't have a receipt, and honestly, I don't think it's worth standing in that long line just for that. I mean, I've looked to see if they had the S9 Plus case, because that's what I have, is the S9 Plus. Speaking of that, Hooters, $12.46 for 2.6 miles. We're going to jump on those Hooters. Or, wait, that didn't sound right. Sorry. Yeah, if you need a S9, Galaxy S9 case, leave me a comment down there, and I don't know. Let's make it fun. Odds of y'all having an S9 is slim. Odds of more than 1 or 2 people or 2 or more people needing it and having it are very slim. So pick a number between 1 and 10. I got my number in my head. Whoever gets that number or gets the closest to it, then I'll just need, we'll discuss it from there. I'll just need to know where to send it. And it's brand new. I hadn't used it. It will not fit this phone. All right, I'm running to Hooters. All right, got that Hooters order picked up. That's kind of a messed up deal. And ordered steamed shrimp, but they were out of steamed shrimp, so I had to get a hold of the customer to see if they wanted fried shrimp instead. But they didn't want fried shrimp, so, but they said they would substitute for crab legs. But the restaurant can't substitute, so they wound up having to call Uber Eats, get a refund for the steamed shrimp, and put in another order for the crab legs. So they said they'll give me a good not a good raise, a good tip for that. I guess we'll see. You know, it kind of reminds me of talking about this gas mileage. I picked up a McDonald's order earlier, and there was a guy driving a full-size Dodge pickup 4x4 doing DoorDash. Can you imagine the gas mileage on that? I don't know. I don't know. It may get about the same as my Yukon, about 13 miles a gallon. Wow. Going in style. So just curious, would y'all have stayed and waited on that Uber Eats order, or would you have just canceled it and went on? What would y'all do? I know one thing you might want to do, if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button down below and give it a thumbs up on this video and share it with your friends if you enjoy this kind of stuff. Oh, by the way, I found out something last night. I was watching YouTube as usual, and I was doing some research on this car and the Infiniti, and you know, the XM radio does not pick up. It kind of comes in and then it'll say no signal, and then it'll come on and no signal. Well, as it turns out, the Infiniti G37 is notorious for having bad antennas. Kind of cool where they're at. The guy that I was watching was replacing his, and they're under the rear deck. You have to remove from the trunk. You have to remove that rear deck, and there's apparently a little receiver up in there by the speaker, and you unplug the old antenna and plug in a new one that you have to order on Amazon. It wasn't that expensive. It was like $40, but that kind of explains what the deal is with the XM radio on this. It's not limited to this car. It's this car type, this type of car. So we'll be CDs and FM radio. Oh, and if I didn't mention it before, these cars, this 2011 Infiniti doesn't have Bluetooth per se. It has Bluetooth for your phone calls, but not to stream music from your phone. Now, I think I'd have to look, but I think I watched a video or something where they was talking about a USB port or something inside the console that you can plug your phone into, and then you can stream it through the stereo. Anyway, I just thought that was kind of interesting that it doesn't have Bluetooth. Now, I mean, I know it's a 2011, but Bluetooth's been around for a long time now. It's not a deal breaker though. Alright, got that dropped off. I guess we will see, because as you know, if you do Uber Eats, you get the base pay immediately, but then the tips come in anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour later, and I have had them not come in until the next day. But that's only happened, I think, just once. I've heard it happen more than once, but I think that just happened to me once. Sure makes you question whether you should keep delivering that night when you wind up don't get any extra other than the base pay. I was just thinking about that phone case. If there is a tie, I'm just going to take the first person. I don't have 2 of them or 3 of them to give away. I just have 1. So, and I'm a working man. I can't afford to be buying too much stuff to give away. So, work with me. I don't know. Maybe nobody even have the Galaxy S9. Remember, S9. This will not fit on the S9 Plus. Anyway, I just thought I'd throw out there to kind of cover myself without making anybody mad, because right now, you know, if there is a tie, it'll be whoever got the right answer first. So, one of them deals, if you snooze, you lose. Ain't much of a loss, so don't feel bad if you do lose. I gotta stop and pick up an order of food. And that's something else, fellas. If your wife asks you to stop and get her something to eat and you decline that order, you in trouble. Boy, don't y'all just love driving west in the evenings and that sun shining straight at you? Whew. Anyway, the sun is starting to set, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here while we still have a little light, and that's it. Y'all keep smiling, dashing, dancing, prancing, whatever it is you want to do. Just keep doing something, and be nice to one another. Treat each other with kindness and respect, even though sometimes they don't deserve the respect and the kindness. It is better to give than to receive. Seriously though, y'all be nice to one another. Y'all keep smiling, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.